All right, boys and girls and children of all ages, this is yet another installation of My Stupid Ass Gets to Read Children's Books. Because why not, apparently. So, this week, month, year, how long has it been since I read a children's book? I'm not entirely clear. We are going to read Mother Bruce. Yes, you heard that right. Mother Bruce. This is apparently by Ryan T. Higgins. It has no artist billing, so I assume he wrote it and illustrated it himself. More power to you, man. But here we go. Bruce was a bear who lived all by himself. He was a grump. He did not like sunny days. He did not like the rain. He did not like cute little animals. And I mean, seriously, who does? Bruce only liked one thing: eggs. He collected them from all over the forest. Good morning, Mrs. Sparrow. But Bruce didn't eat eggs raw like other bears. Instead, he cooked them into fancy recipes that he found on the internet. Because, I mean, what bear doesn't have access to the internet? One day, Bruce came across a recipe for hard-boiled goose eggs drizzled with honey salmon sauce. That sounds like an awful lot of work. So he went out to get the ingredients with his happy little shopping cart in the middle of the forest because, yes. First he caught a few salmon in his shopping cart. Then he collected honey from the local beehive. He kind of tore the beehive in half. But he liked to support local businesses, you see. Last, he went to Mrs. Goose Nest to pay her a visit. Are these eggs free-range organic? Asked Bruce as he was holding Mrs. Goose by her neck. At home, Bruce prepared the eggs for hard boiling. But the fire in his stove fizzled. So he went out to get some more wood. When Bruce came back, he was met with an unwelcome surprise. Mama! Bruce became the victim of mistaken identity. Bruce wanted hard-boiled eggs, not goslings. He supposed he could settle for buttered goslings on toast, but for some reason he lost his appetite. Bruce scooped up the little geese and stomped back to their nest. I will have to ask Mrs. Goose about her return policy. Only to find Mrs. Goose had flown south early. Be back in April. Mother Goose. Bruce left the goslings there anyways and went back home. Mama, Mama! But he was followed. Bruce was very stern and said things like, "Go away," and "I am not your mother," and also, "I liked you better when you were eggs." Bruce could take it no longer and became extra grumpy with them. Roar! And there's a photo of mildly scared goslings that I can't share with you because, again, copyright concerns that I'm mildly concerned about. So imagine mildly scared goslings. And in any case, it didn't work. Goslings always follow their mother, even if she is a he and he is a, well, bear. Mama? Mama? Bruce was stuck with them. he tried to make the best of it, which apparently included a kiddie pool and him in flippers and a rubber dinghy around his very ample waist and rubber waiter arm thingies, and still kiddie pool and 4 little goslings in it, because, goslings. It was hard work. And imagine photos of, like, goslings spreading paint all over the known universe. And Bruce wearing, like, a literal, like, chest rig of 4 goslings tucked in, like, magazines or something. That's kind of cool. They're mag-fed goslings. That's kind of cool. And then there's, like, the food situation where the goslings go black, ew, yuck, and don't want to eat anything. And then there's the goslings asleep on the log, and Bruce also asleep on the log. Because, I mean, seriously, what parent is not just, like, completely destroyed by having children and not being able to stay awake? And we go from annoying baby geese. As the seasons passed, Bruce watched these pesky goslings grow older, from annoying baby geese to stubborn teenage geese to boring adult geese. Then one fall afternoon, he saw other goose families flying south. Finally, he'd be rid of these geese, and he could take a long winter nap. Bruce explained migration with vigorous flapping and pointing and flapping and more pointing. But they didn't listen, and instead they bundled up. Well, I guess that's an alternative. Bruce needed the geese to leave, so he got creative, and he got them goggles, and he got himself a very large slingshot that he attached to 2 trees and was about to launch a goose with. That's exciting. Nothing worked. I mean, he literally got, like, remote-controlled aircraft for these little geese to ride around in. But the geese would not leave Bruce, and the aircraft came back. That's unfortunate. He needed to get better control modules. Because, yeah, just give them a geolocation and tell the aircraft to fly there. And he really did not think this enough through. It's his own fault at this point. Anyways, sigh. So Bruce decided to pack some bags and take his geese into town, where the express bus shows up, the TIE-3FGE, from Griffin and Cecilia. Weird. They boarded a bus. He had a big pack, and the geese had smaller packs, and migrated to Miami, where Bruce is asleep in a beach chair with a drink with an umbrella in it. Because, I mean, seriously, who does not want a drink with an umbrella in it? Umbrellas make all drinks better. It's just a fact of life. Anyways, now, every winter, Bruce and his geese head south together. They laze about at the beach in tacky shirts, sipping ice-cold lemonade, while Bruce dreams of new recipes. Recipes that don't hatch. Good night.